with Best Life Physical Therapy. I'm here today to just tell you a little bit about how you can use your breath and your core muscles to help you to stabilize your spine a little bit while we first begin our journey together. So one of the ways that I instruct patients just about every time I meet someone who's having a lot of pain is how to get up from a chair, how to get out in and out of a car, and how to get up from the bed without hurting. And one of the ways that I do that is I use what's called constricted airway breathing in the back of the throat to really help people engage the transverse abdominis muscles and the core muscles so that the joints in our spine are held together really tightly like this instead of kind of being loose and not being held together as we transfer and get up from seats and whatnot. So the way that I want to have you do this, just sitting, sitting or lying down is a great way to practice, and then we'll practice getting up with using that technique. So what I'll have you do is inhale, just a regular breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to constrict your throat so that you've got a kind of like the feeling that you're going to fog a mirror in front of your hand. And when you're fogging this mirror, I want you to pretend like the mirror is like this big, and you're trying to fog every square inch of that mirror. So really extend that exhale out in a long breath. And I'll show you why here in just a second. So inhale, normal breath in. As you exhale, right there at the very end of that exhalation, you can kind of feel it's a very gentle compression around your abdomen. So we'll try it one more time. Inhale, normal breath, and as you exhale, pay attention this time. Do you feel that draw in? It's much less of a contraction than you thought you needed. It's not anything grippy. There is no grippiness to that in your abdominal muscles. There's no pushing out or bearing down with that at all. It's kind of a drawing in kind of a sensation, and it's very subtle. And so we're going to use that very subtle drawing in to help to hold that corset, the abdominal corset, or the pelvic brace is what we call it, to hold that and kind of comfort you and as you move in and out of positions through your day. So let's try it together as we go from sit to stand. So we're going to inhale. As you exhale, fog the mirror. Feel that draw in. Now as you fog the mirror, you're going to go ahead and stand up. Good. So now you can kind of let go of that tension that you created there once you're standing. So basically we want to make sure that the fog the mirror pulling in feeling is kind of turned on when you go from sit to stand or stand to sit. So we're going to practice sitting back down, but using the fog the mirror with that. Inhale. As you exhale. Good. And so basically I don't want you to get up or get down unless you fog the mirror. Eventually you don't have to fog the mirror. You can just get the draw in, and you don't have to actually do the breathing, because it's going to feel a little bit awkward if you're doing that in public in front of other people. However, right now I really do want you to focus on it very, very much all the time. So let's talk just a little bit about getting up and getting down. So we're going to talk about how to get down on a mat and how to get back up again. So a lot of the time we use this posture right here. This is called half kneeling, and half kneeling is a great way to get up or get down. And it's okay to have a chair or something to put your hand on for balance. So, but always we want to use our fog the mirror as we're going from a position of standing or down or down to up. So inhale to prepare, normal breath in. It doesn't have to be a big breath. As you exhale, fog that mirror, and then we're going to kind of climb down onto our hands and knees, and we're going to exhale again. Inhale here, exhale, set the come down onto your side. Inhale here. As you exhale, fog them air, and then we're gonna roll back on our back. So we're gonna even break down all of those motions into separate breaths until you get the hang of that fogging the mirror or that draw in. So to get up from this position, you're gonna do the reverse. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, roll over. And I rolled as a unit so that there was no twisting through my spine that time. Good. Inhale to prepare. Now, if you're sitting on a tall surface like a bed, your feet can come down as your head comes up, and that's going to be kind of gravity's kind of helping you. I'm on the ground right now, so that's not going to happen. But actually, to get up from the ground, I would probably do this. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, draw in, and I would push myself up onto my hands and knees like this, and then I would go ahead and inhale, get that core connection again, bring myself into half kneeling like we discussed earlier, and then from half kneeling I might actually take another breath in here and push up from there. So you can tell that the breath is very important to engage the core, and it's a different way of using your body, but it's basically back to where you were before you injured your spine. These muscles are just inhibited from the pain, and so we're telling them to turn back on again. Turn back on, and you will be able to move so much better through your day, and then you're actually taking the first steps toward a healthier life and living your best life.